Hey everyone, my name is Yovel. Before we're gonna start and speak about the video and about the lessons for life, I'm gonna tell you that it's the first time in my life I'm gonna speak in front of camera in English, so be kind. It's gonna be you, me, and the iPad. In the iPad I wrote a lot of points that I get from the war, how it's to live in a war-zone place. In the war I wrote my diary. Every day I said like 5-10 minutes and tried to understand what I learned from the world and how it can influence my life forward, and the same moment how can I take that to my world, my personal development. It's gonna be interesting. I am sure you're gonna experience some stuff that we experienced there, so be ready, open your mind and get ready to get some lessons for life. The first lesson is standard. Point 1. In my diary I wrote, we must maintain a standard to keep ourselves alive. Let's try to understand that. Before we went inside the war, one of my friends experience told me, Yovel, after like 5 days, that nothing happened, you will feel that everyone lower their standard and then mistakes start to happen. It took me to realize that if we will take the standard low, something will happen. So all the time we try to push the standard really high, we try to do everything in the best way. If we took that to a personal life and we speak about the standards in our life, if we do something not in the best standard in the world, even if the small thing in life, you wake up in the morning, make your bed in the best way you can do that. Every day your standard will be 1% better. It will take you to be a better person in life, because everything in life starts from the small details to the big details. And it's keep moving forward to your business that you gonna open one day. If you're gonna be with your customer and the standard gonna be so low, do you think that he ever will want to work with you again? When you sell something to someone, you need to keep the standard, and from that moment you're gonna push forward and keep the standard high and high every moment. You always in your life, doesn't matter which field, you need to raise the standard every time. If you will take the standard to be lower, your life will collapse in front of you. The second point that I wrote is worst case thinking. I wrote in my diary, the more I think about the greatest threat and adapt to it, the better I will be able to handle anything in my personal life and in business. I was always thinking, what's gonna be if that's gonna happen? What's gonna be if that's going to happen? Especially in war. I try to realize for myself that everything can happen. Every day you can wake up in the morning and one of your friends will be died in the same day. So how you can keep moving forward in that position and never stop, because in the war is your life. But let's take that to our personal life. Any moment I try to understand what's gonna happen to me if that's gonna happen. What's gonna happen to me if that doesn't gonna work, and what's gonna happen to me if I'm gonna be the most successful man in the world. You need to realize for yourself how you can keep moving forward. Doesn't matter what's gonna happen to you. Even in business there is so many surprise, and a lot of people, when surprise happen, they just crash. So even in business, even in your life, always try to think the worst case thinking, that when you will think that about the worst case scenario, you will always be able to handle that, and you will always, the other surprise is gonna jump to you in front of your face will never surprise you. Point 3 that I really understand, it's the enemy know everything. We raid the house of the senior of Hamas officer and we found information about all the IDF combat methods. For me that was crazy, because when you go inside the house of some Hamas leader, you see all the combat information about us. That was shock for me in the first time. But then I realized that the enemy know everything about us, like we know everything about him. And if we took it to a business and personal life, your competition, your people, the company that's against you know everything about you. They know what is your plan, what you're gonna do, what you want to develop. And that took me to understand that as entrepreneur, your biggest competition in the world is not the other company, is the future. Because when you realize and when you will learn how to develop and create something new every time, how to bring innovation inside your company, you will never stop to moving forward, even that everyone know everything about you. And your personal life, you need to be focused and start to do something without let other people influence your life. Every time that you're gonna say that you want to open a company, that you want to do something great, people will always try to tell you you're not good enough, you're not ready. You will never be ready. It's like to be a father. No one's ready to be a father. But in the moment that you need to be a father, you just become grow person, and you do that. In the same in business, in the same personal life, jump to the deep water and learn how to swim. This is the best thing that you can know. Everyone will think that they can tell you what to do and what you can do, but that's not true. You are the only guy that can be able to accomplish things in his life because it's for yourself and not for everyone else. Point 4 that I wrote in my diaries was decision. In combat with terrorists, we decided to engage even when there was a real threat to our life, because if we had not, some of us likely will not be alive today. In the most dangerous situation, people shoot on you, RPG, AK, we decide to run towards the enemy because we knew that if we will not do that, something worse can happen. In the same moment, that was the most dangerous decision we can take. When you think about that, that was the right decision. In life, we build our life. We're gonna be who we are from the decision that we're gonna take. If we take decision to go out every day to do drugs and alcohol and to hang out with our friends, we will wake up tomorrow morning half a human and will not be able to develop ourselves. But in the same moment, if we will decide to run after our dream, to achieve something, to accomplish, and to be something in that life, I'm sure that this is the right decision for yourself, and the decision that you're gonna take will take you to be the person that you want to be. Decision is make us who we are. The greatest decision in your life that you're gonna take, they will not be easy for you. So you need to be strong when you're gonna take the decision. You're gonna be focused, and you need to be really sure about the decision you're gonna take. And I will take you for another rule in life. There is 30-70%. 70% decisions you're gonna take in your life, they will not change nothing. What are gonna eat tomorrow, if to fire that guy or not fire that guy. It will not be really matter for you. But the 30%, this is the decision that you're gonna make for lifetime. The last point that I wrote, and this is the point that is most stronger for me, because I lost a lot of friends, I understand that life is too short. One day you wake up and you see that 16 of your friends does not there anymore. And you realize, man, they was like 20, 21, 22, 24, 25 years old. All the life was in front of them and they just lost their life. I can't complain about nothing in my life. They lost their life. Now it's my time to understand that this life is too short. Now it's your time to understand this life is too short and run towards your goals and your dreams. Try to achieve something. Try to do something great in that world, because this is our time to achieve something. This is our time to accomplish. Life is too short, guys. Try to do something great. This is what I took from war. If you have some question, I would love that you ask me. I would like to open conversation with you about everything. And this is only the beginning. Soon I'm gonna publish a podcast in English. I'm gonna publish more video, and you're going to get so much lessons for life. And be ready. It's only the beginning. Before you're gonna back your life, I want to tell you one thing. It's your time to achieve your goals. Now, not tomorrow. You need to achieve, to accomplish everything that you ever wanted. Put your goals in front of you every day and try to do something great in that life. Life is too short, and if we will not use that right, we will soon be dead.